there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking Belle Collective Reunion Part 1. Anything I say is alleged in my very, 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 very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is ever personal. And the Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. So we need to talk Reunion Part 1, you guys. And it's just a hot mess. It's a hot mess. How did this get renewed for another season? It was very boring. It was very lackluster. And first and foremost, Carlos King. We need a new host for all Carlos King productions. I am tired of this high horse that he wants to sit on, looking like the salmon cougar, trying to drag certain people and let other people get away with nonsense and foolishness. It's never fair. We never get the questions answered. You film the reunion so many months in advance that by the time we get to the actual airing of the reunion, it's all watered down. There's so much that has happened, and basically there's nothing that is resolved. There is no conclusions. There is no end to anybody's story. It is just a hot bleeping mess, salmon cougar. So nonetheless, I don't know what happened with the fashions. It's just a disaster. It is giving 1980s prom across the board, and I am not featuring any of it. If I were to give any best dressed kudos to people, I would say Marie, Latrice. Even though Latrice, I didn't like the bob. I didn't feel the bob was appropriate with that dress. But I would feel from head to toe, I liked Maurice's look. And from head to toe, I liked Antoinette's look. And I want to talk about Antoinette really quickly as well. So Antoinette, Letitia thought she was throwing some type of shade because Antoinette sold her practice and moved to Florida. Here's the thing. Letitia, do you know how much dentists make? And do you know that she more than likely sold her dentist practice for a profit? And more than likely, wherever she is in Florida, she is probably making bank because Florida is a tourist attraction, no matter what part of Florida is a tourist attraction, and has a high population of people that are moving down there left and right. So there is plenty of money to be made and plenty of clientele, and she might not even necessarily need to own a practice there and have to deal with extra overhead and paying people and doing all this other foolishness. She could just make her bank and go and enjoy the weather and live in a nice property and live in a nice home. How dare you try to make it seem like she's broke and needs the money and needs the alleged $500 an episode for Belle Collective when she can make that at least in an hour as a dentist? Stop the madness. Stop the foolishness of it all. It is the audacity. All we know of you is a bail bondsman and that you allegedly put on these brunches that I have no idea what it comes of them. And all this other foolishness, all these other ventures that we never find out if it's actually going to be in production or not. But you had the audacity to come at Antoinette like that? No. She is coming back because she needs to bring balance back to this show. Because, like she said, you're the problem, you're the issue, and if your husband wanted her, she could have him. And that's the real. That is the real of it all. That's why you're really pressed and really mad. But overall, this reunion sucked. So in regards to Marie, she really didn't give much this reunion. I don't know if the pop at her house kind of shook her with some things, or if maybe there was an agreement behind the scenes that the cast was going to attack AIKISHA and so Gucci, so she said, okay, I'm just going to play nice so I can get back into filming with the girls next season while they just go after each other and all of the things. I don't know. But the shooting, the pop is giving inside job, you guys. It is giving inside job that somebody knows somebody that allegedly did this. That's what I think. That is what I think, and I'm going to stick to it. And then Marie was talking about how she feels obligated to, provide for her family because she is the one who is making moves and all this and that. But the problem is like, if it gets to a point where you feel like resentment, or you don't feel like you're doing it out of the kindness, out of your heart, but you are getting stressed out because you feel obligated, and it's not about helping people, you're not feeling right in alignment with things, and then the people that you're helping, like, they can't even get it together for the show, for the filming of the show. No. No. We're already on the wrong side of things, Marie. Then also she got her doctorate and everything else. So I wanted to hear more, though, about her actual businesses and what the future holds for them as well. But yeah, not too much on Marie because she really didn't give too much. Really, they wanted to center this. They wanted to do the big setup of the showdown between AIKISHA and Leticia, which is going to continue next week for part 2. But it was basically, like I said in a previous video yesterday, it was a gang up on AIKISHA. And this notion that she's somehow jealous of these women is a joke. Is an absolute joke. Listen, her husband is going to be invited to wherever he wants to go because he is a Super Bowl champion and he has another gig as a retired NFL player. So he is always going to be seen. There's always going to be opportunities for him. And she already comes through a lineage of success, of money, of wealth, of legacy and everything else. So she is going to be good either way. This notion that she needs Belle Collective or shouldn't be a part of the group doesn't represent the brand of the Bells. Are you kidding me? You mean you guys represent the brand of the Bells? The same brand that can't in 6 seasons get anything going on Fair Street, but AIKISHA is able to and can and will and still will beyond her being on the show or not? And then I got mad at Carlos King because Gucci basically was like, these women are intimidated by AIKISHA. And Carlos King, we can't say that. But I bet you if somebody else said that you prefer in the cast Carlos King, you wouldn't have made that ridiculous comment. And this is what I mean. Carlos King never stands on business. He only stands on whoever's sucking up to him that season. And that is why you need a new host in there that is going to get to the nitty gritty. You need to film these reunions at least within a couple of weeks before the final episode airs on the network, so that way you have some fresh topics, you have some fresh things to go in. Everybody has access now to see the most up-to-date things people are saying about them behind their back in the confessionals and any interviews that are taking place as the season is airing. That is the whole point of doing a reunion close to the end of the season, so that you have all this content to address so that you can go into the new season with new storylines. But this nonsense that you like to pull, Carlos King, where we're just going to drag everything out to forever, it's exhausting. And we never get the hard-hitting questions. You always hype up these reunions. Oh, everybody clocked in, everybody did this, everybody did that. There was no stone left unturned. Everybody ate and left no crumbs. Where was that? Please point me to where in the reunion that took place, Carlos. And then this thing with Gucci and Selena, I don't understand at all. I thought Gucci understood that, hey, you were going to try to make this work with Selena in spite of whatever foolishness is going on in regards to JJ and his disdain for his ex-wife. I thought you were going to make this work and be the bigger person for the sake that there are kids and grandkids involved at this point. And it seems, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know if something's in the water, but it just seems like the women at this reunion, Leticia and Latrice included, just decided, hey, we're just going to fall back to whatever our husbands want us to do. And we're not going to have a voice. We're not going to stand on business. We're not going to stand up for ourselves. We're just going to let the husbands dictate everything. No. The one time Carlos King called somebody out, which he does not do on another show, but nonetheless, he did accurately have JJ completely read in terms of his behavior. But I'm going to need you to keep that same energy for Cliff and Glenn, or all of this is for naught, Carlos. Because I see the play here and I'm not feeling it. You're going to hold people that you are going to get some oohs and ahs and everything else, and then you're going to play dumb or edit out the accountability for the main people that started this fight in the first place. The main people who instigated this fight in the first place. You're going to let them get off scot-free. Make it make sense. Like, this is why we need a new host, because the hypocrisy of it all is getting exhausting. Everyone needs to be held accountable. You can't just keep cutting off AIKISHA and everything else and then letting Letitia and Latrice say whatever the heck that they want and go on for 20 more minutes if they want to. And then it's weird because everybody's throwing shade to each other. Everybody's mumbling stuff under their breath. And then when it's time to call it to the carpet later on, they're like, oh my gosh, this was so aggressive. I can't believe you said that. You're a bleep. No. It was okay when you did it, but it's a problem when someone else gives you back the same energy? No. And then you want to turn around and play victim? No. And then it was alleged, I guess So Gucci's trying to throw shade at who's successful in the group and who's not, and basically tried to say that Selena's broke. And I need tea on what her man does for a living, because it sounds like it might not, I don't know what these girls, well, I know what they were alluding to, but I feel like Selena will say for herself when the time is right what her man does and everything else. Speaking of men, Tambra's man was nowhere to be found. At this point, like, was he just there to, you know, it's just giving he's just there for, you know, to help Tambra, you know, fulfill her fantasies of being a mom, and then he's out. Because why can't you show up to the reunion? Especially the reunion for the Belle Collective. It's not like this is going to be a reunion that's going to be 4 or 5 parts like Real Housewives. No. It's not that type of party. So it looks like they filmed at Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta. And it's interesting because, again, it seems like Love and Marriage Huntsville is like the main show of Carlos King's that flies out to LA. Everyone else, you know, you get Tyler Perry Studios, or you get the flea market over here, you get the Dollar General parking lot over here, you get the Family Dollar parking lot over there. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But wasn't feeling the display of the reunion. Like I said, wasn't feeling the color scheme. It was just more so the pageant dresses that was just prom dresses that I just was not featuring. And I love a good bedazzle. Don't get me wrong. I love a good bling, but this bling was not blinging for me. It was not. And this thing where Latrice switched up on AIKISHA as well, and you know, Selena switching up on AIKISHA, like I don't understand what's taking place. I want everybody to have their own opinions and their own minds, and it just seems like everybody's a part of this gang up crew where we're just going to gang up and try to ice certain people out of the show. Carlos King, this isn't entertaining. When people do this, trying to ice people out and trying to only film with certain people, it's not an entertaining show to watch as a viewer, because basically you're letting the people know, hey, we're trying to actively force this person or these people off the show, and we think the show will be better without them, only for you to still give nothing. You need AIKISHA and So Gucci on the show to continue on with the extended storylines that they're giving you. But I did not like So Gucci trying to make it seem like she's made Belle Collective and Selena's trying to cramp her style and all this and that because she's mad that she's on the show. But, you know, Selena's the one that helped you get this opportunity. And you know why Selena couldn't do the show sooner was because her son died. And it's just like everybody wants to try to get buck and try to say all this stuff at the reunion, and they never think about what they actually are saying at the time until well after the fact. And then they're like, oh, I went too far, or that was too insensitive, and da-da-da-da-da. No, you shouldn't have said it from the start. It shouldn't have escaped your lips in the first place. But, I mean, that was essentially it. AIKISHA, like I said in the previous clip, called out Latrice and Letitia's newfound sistermance, if you will. Even though Letitia was leading the charge last season at the reunion of the gang up on Latrice and making those ABUSE allegations against her husband, Cliff. But I guess since, you know, Glenn and Cliff are in a pact and are thick as thieves this season, I guess Latrice and Tisha decided that they're going to play nice too. And it's so lame, it's so immature, it is giving I am brainless, and I'm just not featuring it. What are you guys going to do next season? That's why I feel like I don't know if there's really much to be excited about since AIKISHA's going to be gone, and this was your guys' main storyline that you were going to use to try to kick her off the show for good. But she did a reverse Uno and was like, listen, I'm going to quit now and save you the trouble, and I'm going to get my lawyers involved if y'all try any nonsense. So nonetheless, this is all backfiring, which is why nobody should feel that they are bigger than the show, Carlos King. Didn't you always say it's an ensemble cast? But it looks like you are running off the ensemble cast because you play dirty with these people and you are not fair to all of your cast members. It is not about who you like personally or not. It is not about who calls and sucks up to you behind the scenes or not. It is about producing a good show. It is about producing a good reunion. And this reunion was not that girl. This reunion was not it at all. So there is that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.